talks with myself like, girl, come on, you know this is not the way you want to see yourself. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? So, we had to make some drastic changes around here. Drastic changes. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And you know what the journey is. Yes, we're trying to lose some weight around here. We're trying to get rid of all this. Not all of this, but enough to say, okay, I see what you're doing right there. Anyways, thank you for tuning in again. This is my second video. I'm a little late. Yes, I know I said weekly, but life, right? Life got the best of me. I ain't gonna make no excuses. Actually, it's not even an excuse. I've been in the gym. Gym takes precedence over getting in front of this camera because the goals are the goals, right? Anyways, let's see. I want to give you an update. I want to let you know where I'm at with things. But first, I want to start with what made me do this journey. Yes, I talked about a lot of things on my first video, but what started my thought process on trying to get back to healthy? I went on a solo trip in November, and while I was on that trip, I had a lot of time. Being by yourself, you don't have any distractions from other people. I highly recommend going on a solo trip if you have not. But yes, I went to Peru, and if you don't know, Peru is at a higher elevation, and a lot of people get sick from the higher elevation. It's more difficult to breathe. So with that, with being overweight, like I just was like, this is a great trip, but I'm not doing all that I really want to do because the breathing was definitely an issue for me. But I had lots of time to do some self-reflection, and while I was on that solo trip, I was not a vegetarian. Going on vacation and trying to remain a vegetarian, that is so hard for me because I see all these foods and I'm in a different culture and I just want to try all the things. So I was not a vegetarian when I was on that trip. But when I did come back home, I was like, okay, we made some promises to ourselves, and yes, ourselves. There's a lot of things going on inside here, and a lot of conversations be going on up here in my head. But we made some promises to ourselves, and we're gonna go home, we're gonna get healthy, we're gonna get back to being a vegetarian. And so yeah, that's what started me on this journey. So when I came back home, I was like, all right, we're gonna lose some weight, we're gonna go back to being vegetarian. I went food shopping, I got all the things, and yeah, no exercise though. I just was like, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight because I go back to being a vegetarian. And I lost 5 pounds, but that was about it. I was like 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds, like straight across. Wasn't nothing changing. So then I was like, okay, we're gonna have to make some drastic changes around here. Like, if we're gonna see the type of results that we're trying to see, we gotta go hard. So that's when I came up with my plan: vegetarian, exercise in the gym 3 times a week, swim on the weekends, and we're gonna see some good results here. And I have to say, I have, but we'll get to that in a second. Exercising that frequently in the gym is definitely going to get you some results, but I still want more. So now my plan, on top of the plan that I've been doing, I'm gonna go harder in the gym. Not longer. I'm not gonna spend more time in the gym because who's got time for that? Definitely not me. I'm very busy around these parts, you know? So yeah, I have been doing cardio, weightlifting, but now I'm just gonna start increasing my weight as I'm in the gym. So where I might have been doing 30 pounds, each week I'm going to increase the weight so that I'm going up on how much weight I'm pushing every time I'm doing those reps. And we'll see what we get from there. So let me give you the update because I was so excited when I got this information. So I had a doctor's appointment last week and okay. I'm just getting ahead of myself because I'm so excited to share this information. So back in September, I went to the doctors. I was fighting an ear infection. And of course, they weigh you, they do your vital signs or whatever. And I weighed 267 pounds at that point. Like, baby, that blew my mind. When I got that information in September, I was just like, yeah, I gained some weight. But when I went back last week and I stepped on the scale, I was excited because I was like, I know I've been in the gym. I know I went back to being strict vegetarian, so I can't wait to see what these numbers are. And I weighed 252. So granted, I hadn't started the journey yet. So 267 in September to 252 in December, but I didn't start my journey. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? So yes, the cat, I'm sorry. I was a little distracted just then, but 267 down to 252. In November, when I came back from my vacation and I decided I was going to do this journey and I was going to go straight to vegetarian and lose some weight, and I didn't get the results that I was hoping for, I had lost 5 pounds apparently because I was 267 before I even started. So yeah, I lost 5 pounds. But then from December, when I decided, okay, exercise, vegetarian, let's see what we do, 10 pounds, just 10 pounds gone. So now when I start changing the program again to adding more weights each week, I already know. Now, here's my fear though. This is what I'm fearing, and we're gonna see if it's gonna happen or not. But I've heard that when you get to the point where you're lifting heavy weights, you could be gaining muscle and losing fat, and so the numbers on the scale don't change. But you look different. Like, your physique will be different. You won't be as flabby, you'll be toned. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to continue this journey and see what the numbers on the scale do. But more importantly, look in the mirror and be like, now that's the girl I was looking for. Where you been? But anyways, that is the update. That is what has been going on with me. Sorry it took me so long to get on here and share, but I want to see results. So I just been going. I mean, not to mention the holidays too. Like, I had family parties, holiday parties at work. Ooh, can I tell you how hard it is not to eat the sweets? Like, I could pass up food because it's not vegetarian. So they'll bring in like soups and stews and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, that has meat in it? Okay, all right. I'm not gonna touch it, not gonna have it. But the sweets, man, they just be getting me with the sweets. But it's all good. We gonna go hard in the gym, and whatever we were doing at those holiday parties, we gonna get it off. So I haven't stepped on the scale this week. The last time I stepped on the scale was at the doctor's office, and I don't have any appointments coming up, so I won't be on that scale for another long while. But if you follow me on TikTok, that is where I do most of my posting, and on YouTube is where I give you the face-to-face and updates and things like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, follow me on TikTok if you want the daily updates. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified every time I post another video here. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day. Bye. In the mirror, girl, you know this is not the way you want to see yourself. So get it together. If you're going to see change, you got to put in the work. So I had to put in the work.